So, hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So, my name is Magali, and this will be my first YouTube video, and it'll kind of just be like a getting to know me video. So, I'm just gonna talk to you guys a little bit about myself, but before I start, I wanna show you this really cool hoodie I got. It's very, very cute. And the back also says self-love juice. I don't know if you can really see it, but the point is, it's really cute. But anyway, so like I said, this is just gonna be a getting to know me video. And yeah, I'm just gonna answer a couple of questions I have here on my phone and we'll go from there, and then we'll see what else this YouTube channel has in store for me. So be sure to like, subscribe, and yeah, follow me on this journey into YouTube. So first question was, what's my name? But I already shared that with you guys. So my name is Magali. Another question is, how old are you? I am 22. And then let's see, my zodiac sign. So I'm a Virgo. I was born in September. So I am a September Virgo. And honestly, I'm not like super into zodiac signs. Like if you tell me like, oh, I'm a Gemini or whatever, like I know a little bit, but not enough to like really be into zodiac signs or be like, oh, you're a whatever, you must be like exactly like this. Where are you from? So I'm from California. I was born near Monterey, but now I live in the Bay Area. Where did you go to college? I went to college at USF, which is the University of San Francisco, and I studied nursing, and I am now a registered nurse, a new grad nurse, working in the hospital, which is a whole story of its own. And if you guys are interested, I can talk more about that. But I went to USF and studied nursing. Let's see, favorite color. I really like yellow. My hydro flask is yellow. But I've also recently been liking like browns and like earthy tones, but yellow or like pastels. I really like pastels too. Favorite TV shows. I watch a lot of Netflix, but I don't really, like I watch TV shows, but I don't really watch TV shows. Like if something comes out, I'll watch it, like if something's really popular, but I don't like really watch TV like that. I watch YouTube a lot, which is like my form of TV, but I watched Wednesday. Wednesday was really good. Everyone I feel like is watching Wednesday. Let's see what else I've watched. I like Love Island. Honestly, I just like random TV shows. Like I watched Love Island, I watched Wednesday, as I said, I watched Selling Sunset. I'm like scrolling through Netflix to see what else I've watched recently. Just to like tell you guys, I watched the Jeffrey Dahmer whole thing. I've watched On My Block. So I like watching a lot of documentaries too. Documentaries about serial killers specifically, even though they're kind of scary, but I don't know, I really love watching documentaries about killers. They're just very entertaining to me. I don't know why. I think it's just really interesting. But yeah, those are some of the shows I've watched. I also like medical shows, like The Resident, 10 out of 10. I watched all of the episodes of every season that are out, but really I spend most of my time watching YouTube. I know you shouldn't do this, but when I drive to work, because I live an hour and a half away from my job, I watch YouTube. So I'll literally have like YouTube playing on like my phone's in the like holders that you can like get for your car. So I'll have like my map open, but then I'll have YouTube playing like in a little bottom part. I just am kind of like a mixed baggage on YouTube, but it's really nice and I love YouTube, and that's why now here I am making a YouTube video. Do I speak any other languages? Yes, I do. I speak Spanish. Fun fact, Spanish was actually my first language. And then once I moved from like near Monterey to the Bay Area, when I was like, I don't know, about to start second grade, then I learned English. And yeah, so English is technically my second language. What is the greatest accomplishment of your life? Probably graduating nursing school, because that was rough. And now having a job as a nurse, because let me tell you, nursing school is rough, and then you get out and then you have to take your NCLEX to actually get licensed. And that's like a rough thing on its own. But then like once you have your license, actually getting a job is extremely difficult, especially if you're a new grad and you want to work in like a hospital. What does your average weekend look like? Honestly, doing absolutely nothing. Maybe I'll go to the store, like the grocery store or Target, or go out to eat or go to the mall, but I don't really do a lot. I'm very much like a homebody, and I mean, every other weekend I'm probably also working. And since I work night shift, which is 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., my sleep schedule is horrible. Like, it is out of whack. Like, for example, the last day I worked, today is Friday. The last day I worked was Wednesday night. So Wednesday 7 p.m. to Thursday 7 a.m. I came home, I got home at like 9, right? Then I went to sleep. I slept until like 2, went to eat. Then I came back home and then I slept from like 5 till like 8 p.m. And then I stayed up until like almost like 7:30 today, Friday, this morning. And then I went to sleep until like 2:30, I think, or 3, I think it was 2:30. Till through 2:30 because I was gonna go pick up this camera that I'm using. And then I've been awake since. So my sleep schedule is so out of whack that my weekends, it just really depends. Like if I'm working, if I'm awake at normal hours of the day, or if I'm like hibernating the whole day and then up at night. Because if I'm up at night, I'm probably not going anywhere just because like there's nothing open. What do you enjoy spending money on? Let me just tell you, I'm not stingy, but if it's like buying things for myself, I will not spend my money unless like I really, really, really want something. I like spending money on food. I like spending money on like hoodies, clothes for myself. I recently bought a new laptop, and those are like the only big purchases I've like ever made for myself. But for other people, I really don't care. Like, not that I don't care and I won't spend money on them, but like I don't care what I spend it on. Like, whatever they want, I'll get for them. I really do not care. What was the first concert you attended? I've only been to one concert, but nonetheless, it was the first one I went to. And it was a Justin Bieber concert, and it was so long ago because I remember the person who opened up for him was Post Malone, and it was when Post Malone was like, he was like not known. He like, oh, and I had just barely like found out who he was, Post Malone, and like listened to like one of his songs, and so I was like, oh, this is like dope. Like, I'm getting to go to like a concert, and the person who's like opening up for him is actually someone that like I listen to. And I literally just Googled it, and it says Justin Bieber's Purpose album came out in 2015. So guess it was in 2015. That's like 7 years ago. And to this day, it's the only concert I've ever gone to. I like listen to music, but I don't listen to music like that. And also with COVID, I am not trying to be at concerts or like areas like that just because it's scary. And I just recently got COVID for the first time in the entire pandemic, which honestly made me so angry because I felt like I survived so long without COVID that I was really trying to be that one person that was gonna like make it fully out of the pandemic, never having had COVID once. And I actually recorded a video on that. So I'll make sure to post it for you guys, but I did not have a good experience with COVID. And knowing that I likely caught a COVID strand that's like not as powerful, but it's more infectious, scares me because like, girl, if I would have caught the original COVID or like a stronger strand of COVID, I would have had a very, very rough time because that was not it. And I'm gonna show you guys because I literally recorded myself every single day telling you like how I felt, my symptoms. Like I'm just now regaining part of my taste and smell. What are you afraid of? I have a funny story for this. So I am very scared of bugs. Like ants, not so much, but bugs, like in general, terrify me. And this has always been a thing. Like I've always been scared of bugs. But let me tell you, when I was in college, in my dorm room, I remember coming back from like, I don't know, class or like lunch or something. And there was silverfish, like those bugs that look disgustingly creepy because they're like see-through. And they were literally all over the floor of my dorm room. And I was in pure panic because I did not know what the heck to do. And I remember I literally was like freaking out. And I think I ended up like getting a baby wipe and like putting it on my shoe and just like really trying to kill all of them. But there was, I'm not even joking, like 10 plus. And every single day for like a week and a half, they kept coming until I finally looked under my bed in my dorm room and realized there was a giant hole in the wall. Like one of your walls in your dorm room is the end of the building. Like you are facing the outside world. Like that is the outside, with the like wall and then the inside of your house. And I remember there was a giant freaking hole, and it scared me because at this time I was a resident advisor at my university, at my college, which means that I was like in charge of the floor of the dorm hall, and we had literally a rat problem where people were having rats in their rooms. And I was like, oh, absolutely not, ma'am. Like, you need to patch this as soon as possible because these silver fish are scaring me. Just imagine what would have happened if I had a rat. I don't even want to think about that. That was terrifying. But that wasn't even the funny story I was going to tell you guys. So I recently moved into this house, right? And it was literally maybe like a week max into having this house. And it's a new construction home. And so the area where it was built was literally just fields. Like now there's houses and stuff, but like it was built over an area that was like dirt. So there's obviously a lot of bugs and a lot of like animals. Like I've seen a lot of wild rabbits and stuff that probably used to like live here in like the fields, but now people built houses and so they're still like trying to relocate and stuff. But I was literally opening the bottom drawer like under my sink to get a dishwasher pod to like start the dishwasher. And I remember my family had just left. Like they had come to visit me and they had just left. And everybody knows I'm like terrified of these bugs and any bug. And I remember I opened it up and I put my hand in there and I grabbed a like dishwasher pod to put in the dishwasher, and then I went to close the like lid of the container that had the pods in it, and when I looked in there, there was the biggest bug of some sort. It was freaking disgusting and it was huge. Like I'm not even joking, it was probably like this big, which given compared to you, like it's not big, but I'm scared of like even little spiders. And I kid you not, I was literally crying because I could not get myself to kill it, and I didn't know what to do because it was like in the cabinet, like in the drawers, and I was like, if I don't kill this now, what if I open this drawer later when someone comes back and can help me kill it and it's gone? Like I'm not going to want to sleep because I'm going to be scared as to where the heck it went. And it was literally, I sat there, I'm not even joking, for over 30 minutes with the drawer slightly opened, looking at it, waiting for someone to come help me kill it because I was not going to be able to kill it. I tried getting a cup to like put it under the cup, but then it was so long that I was scared that all of my cups weren't big enough and I was gonna like accidentally touch it. I couldn't get myself to like get a shoe and kill it. I couldn't use a napkin because I was just not about to get that crunch on my hand, but it was horrible. Needless to say, it did get killed eventually, and it was funny because I remember everyone thought I was being dramatic when I was like, there's a giant bug. And then when like I finally showed them, they were like, oh, that is actually kind of big. And I was like, yeah, I know. And in general, I'm like scared of little bugs too. So yeah. But since that day, there's been one more of those animals. And it was like back here, this is my living room, right? The TV's right there. I was literally sitting on the couch watching TV. And I just so happened to casually look at the ceiling. And when I kid you not, there was another one of them that came around this corner. Like this hallway leads to my front door. And it came right here, crawled all the way back there, went, and it was, at this point, it was like really high up. So I was not going to be able to reach it, but I was keeping my eye on it. And I was like, I can't, like I have to go pee, but I can't go pee. I need to watch it. Like there's no way. There's literally no way I'm going to be able to move. But I also need to like go get a shoe because I'm not about to just like slap it or use a napkin because I don't want to hear a crunch. Needless to say, eventually came down, and the only reason why I killed it was because I was scared that if I didn't, it was gonna end up like under my couch and then I was really gonna be screwed. So I ended up killing it with like a Converse. I put like my hand in my Converse, slammed the heck out of it when it got onto the floor, and then I left a napkin over it until someone else could come pick it up because I did not want to touch it. And I was scared that it was gonna move, or I really don't even know, but it was freaking terrifying. what are you most excited about right now? Honestly, I'll end it with this one, but what I am most excited about right now is this, starting YouTube, starting this channel, and honestly just seeing what happens with it, because I feel like this is a fun hobby, and I used to literally do story times all the time on my like Snapchat close friend stories about random things. I just started making videos like that on my stories, and then I realized I really liked it, even if like people weren't like really watching them. So this is gonna be what YouTube is gonna be for me. It's just like gonna be like a hobby, and we'll see what happens. If it blows up, cool. If it doesn't, cool. But it'll be a hobby for me to at least do something, and maybe it'll honestly get me to go out of my house more, because if you guys want to see me do stuff like that, then I will. But as it is right now, I'm a homebody and I'm not going to be going anywhere. So yeah, that's my goal for YouTube. But yeah, we'll end with that question. I like went off on so many tangents with so many different stories, but honestly, that's just how my brain like functions. So yeah, this will be my first video. We'll just see what kind of happens, and yeah, so make sure you subscribe if you like this video, or if you want to keep up with me, see what kind of videos I post, like this video, comment if you have any ideas about anything you want me to film, any content you want to see, any challenges you want me to do, any tips, like honestly, anything. I don't know how many times I'll be posting a week, because I feel like between work, it's gonna be a little rough, but I'm going to try to post a couple of times. Thank you for watching. If you watched the whole video, thank you. I appreciate you. And yeah, just stay tuned and see what else I do. But yeah, bye guys.